Hello again, everyone. Now I'm doing another card review, but this is actually a different one because this is my very first deck. I've had this about 5 years now, maybe. Yeah, 5 years. I've had this 5 years. I saw it in an angel shop that was closing down. They had a clearance sale, and they had this one and this Doreen Virtue one, and they had a Doreen Virtue unicorn one, which I just didn't click with. I stuck with this one. My friends in college would tell you I would carry this around with me in my backpack, like, because we were just going to college and stuff. I prefer backpacks when I'm in college. It's just easier. So I've had this for 5 years, and it's my first deck, my first oracle. I say oracle. It is an oracle, yeah. It's my first deck. It's connected with me so much. I don't know why lately. I've been having, like, it's been calling me. It's like doing that in the box in my. I have a storage boxes underneath my desk here, and it's like this. It's gone, hello, can you talk to us? And I went, yeah. They just went quiet for ages. But yeah, it's just such an easy deck to start off with. So if you ever are beginning with tarot and oracle, this is a very good deck to start with. I don't not care what you guys, or not guys, or some of you think about Doreen Virtue. Everyone has different paths on their life. If she left all this behind, leave her. She's fine. She's not harming anyone. It doesn't, like, I don't really care. I don't judge people unless I know them. That doesn't make sense. Like, if I knew them when they were doing the bad stuff, fair enough, I will judge them. But if I don't know them after they've moved on and gone onto a different path, it's a clean slate. So this is all, like, it's very simple. The little card meanings just up here, and then there's like a whole, like, the fairies are telling you to so this will be the one I'll be using for the yearly, like the annual horoscope thing I'll be doing for New Year's. And I just wanted to let you guys know that, because then you guys can be prepared and, like, be like all the energy ready for it to start and fresh and new thing. So there's the backing. I love this. I don't know why. I always had a thing with fairies, because I used to live in, like, a very countryside village, and my mum would be like, oh, there's fairies at the bottom of the garden, do you know that? Like, growing up, and no matter what age I was, up probably till I was 14 or something like that, I still believed in it. Because I remember my dad a tree surgeon came along and started cutting down trees that were rotten or dying, and as he cut it, one broke a certain way. This is what he said. We were watching him do it, and it broke a certain way. And when it broke, if you break a tree, like, say, I'm going to just use my thing. If you break a tree, it will go like, and it cuts off at a certain angle like that. But it splits naturally, and it made a throne. It made a fairy throne. And I thought that was amazing. And I went, I have a feeling my parents had something to do with it, but looking at it, it didn't look like it was cut to that kind of thing. So we're going to get into this. So this is the fairy deck, and I just love it. The art is just so pretty, and it's very expressive to what it's saying. Like, she's washing herself, and it says detoxifying. This is a very good deck to start with. If you want to start mixing oracle with tarot, this is a good one to start with. Now, I started with this first before tarot, so I could just start, like, you know, using my intuitiveness and start learning a bit more. But yeah, this is my first deck. And even has, like, stuff like this, like stuff you wouldn't think of, like sexuality. Like, things you wouldn't, like, look into when you were starting off or trying to open up those kind of doors and everything like that. Like, the colours are just insane. Like, if I flip through, there's like different colours on each card. There's no suit or anything. It's just so pretty. If you have, like, you know, your typical Rider White tarot, or just any basic tarot or anything like that, just use that with this, and it's just a great way to start learning oracle, because it just has the phrase. That's it. Nothing complicated or busy on the cards or anything like that. Like, look, family harmony. It's so simple. I like this one because it flows into the border, whereas, like, the others are like this image on the border. I love this deck, and I just can't. Oh, the nostalgia I have for this. I'll remember, like, just days where I'll be, like, doing my friends, like, you know, readings and stuff with it. So this is the one I'll be using for, I use this one for our annual readings mostly, because it just says what it says on the card, and then I can elaborate it with a tarot, and it's just easier that way, and they're more straightforward. Like, look here, like this one, look, problem solved, resolved. So it means, you know, the whole thing's done and dealt with. Whereas, like, it doesn't say problem solved and then a little 2-line spiel. Like, that's a bit, like, you know, poetic and, like, so much. Like, look at that. Like, that is just gorgeous. New location. Trust your intuition. The fairy in space. There is another tarot I'd love to get to match this, and I think they will go so beautifully together. It's Hidden Realms tarot, and it's just all fairy creatures and stuff like that, and I think it will go really well with this deck. But again, I'd rather start with a basic tarot first and then get into a basic oracle and then expand into like really hard, like crazy ones like the Tarot of the Night here, because like that looks, I'll show you just one card. I'll just grab a card. Like, if you didn't know what was what, okay, that's not really a good one to go with. I was like, hang on. I'll just grab a few. So like the star card here is on its own, it's fine. And then the Queen of Swords is so opposite to what she would look like in a Rider-Waite one. Like, she's normally on a throne and going, like, saying back off like that, and this one's like she's hugging and like caressing the sword. So I'll get into this when I do my collection video. But that's just an idea. Like, start with something so simple that's easy to read for yourself, but you have to, like, you know, go with it and stuff like that. This is just my first deck and I love it so much. My first tarot deck is unfortunately that unfortunately, I'm going to say it, that Gothic one I have up for sale, because I just love the Gothicness and I thought it would look really cool, like dark and light with the fairies. And let me tell you, it's the hardest thing to read because they have roses, masks, crosses and butterflies, and I go, what's what? Like, you don't know which one's a wand, which one's a thing and stuff. Like, oh, look at this. That's romantic partner. Look at that. So you see, romantic partners are in this as well. So if I put, I'll do an example. So we'll do it with the romantic partner. Just this an example, so it's not happening to anyone that I know of yet. So where's my nearest tarot? I'll just grab this one here. Nearest tarot. I'm not going to use the Tarot of the Night. It's just because I don't know. I don't think it will suit that. I'm just grabbing this one. This is my Everyday Witch Tarot. This is a good deck to start off with for beginners. Because they're very straightforward cards. They come with an amazing guidebook. I'm just going to shuffle them out. They come with an amazing guidebook, and I think I said it in the review of the cards when I got them, like first impressions kind of thing. This book is hefty. The pages are laminated, right? But on each card, like, so here is the, what is it, 6 of Cups, so it says 6 of Cups there. You can write your notes in it, and it's like, oh, so the 6 of Cups means nostalgia, childhood memories, blah blah blah. You can write that in. So I would always recommend this deck for beginners. So this one, and for Oracle, the Healing Fairies, they would be perfect, because, you know, some witches do work with fairies, and like, it's so straightforward. Like, here's the 3 of Wands. So this is like a little winded story about what they look like on the card, which you can probably see yourself. But here's things to consider is usually the, over here is usually the explanation. So 3 of Wands is, if you've been working towards a goal for some time, the 3 of Wands is a good indication that you are getting close to achieving it. It's also the card where you're waiting for the ship to come in, because if you look at the card, there's on a cliff. They're looking out on the horizon waiting for something. So this is a very good book and deck to start off with as well. If you are ever wanting to be, as I said, to start off with tarot, I keep repeating myself, I'm going to keep saying it. The best thing is get a very straightforward deck, which is, I find it's called, okay, I'm going to say the full name. If you say, so it's Healing with the Fairies Oracle deck, Doreen Virtue, because she has a tarot deck as well, and it's, I don't know. She can't do tarot. I'm just going to say it. I had a look at it and I flipped through and I went, no offense, love, stick to Oracle. So here's the romantic one. So we know this is romantic partner. So it means someone is coming, or they're going to be good for you or bad for you. Now the tarot here is a devil card. So given that they actually, in this deck, they actually look the same, which is freaky as it is. Reading that, you can tell that this romantic partner coming into your life is going to be, you're going to be smitten with them, but you're going to be blinded that they're taking control of you. They're going to be puppeteering you a lot and stuff like that. And if you want to elaborate on that, all you do is just take another one, and we have Temperance. So you'll find balance with this person, or you kind of break it off with this person and find your own balance. So that's usually how you would read a tarot with an oracle. But as I said, if you're starting off, start with an oracle deck. That's my opinion, starting with an oracle deck. I dropped my stones. Oh no. I dropped my, oh hello. That's where you've been. I was wondering where that stone was. Come here. But yeah, I've been doing this for going on 5 years. Hello, if you can see me. I don't know if you can. Come here. I know you can't. Sorry, I dropped my stones. They're in my bag. Yeah. If you're starting with tarot and oracle, go with this deck. It's a brilliant deck to start off with. I used it for years. I still do. I've just wanted to expand more, and now I'm coming back and I'm learning my I'm just coming back to it and going, I've missed you. Like, it's like coming back to an old friend you haven't seen in ages, and it's brilliant. Now, in case you're wondering why there's stones in my little tarot bag, if you put a stone in your tarot bag, I'm going to give you a quick lesson. It's like a quick lesson and first deck. I'm going to know what it's going to be called this video. I don't know what this is. It's just a worry stone, but I know it's for throat chakra. So if I have a nervous client, like I had a friend, and I have a clear quartz to charge this. So it's just a clear quartz with a necklace little thing in it there. So I just leave that in there because I went, oh, it's a heart shape, so it's going to give it some love. But I had a friend who was nervous about me doing a tarot reading, and I said, hold on, let me get this out. And I had it in my other bag. I had it in this bag here with my arcane deck, which I still haven't filmed the other lessons. I gave her this, and what she did, I said, just hold it your palm and just do that. And she was just doing that, and she did it naturally and didn't even notice she was like forced. She wasn't forcing it, she was just doing it relaxingly. And then she flipped it around, and as she was doing it, she was talking more and relaxed. So I can't remember what this stone is called. I think it's lapis. You can tell me, guys. I think it's lapis lazuli. And it was just helping. It helps you talk. That's what I've been told. It helps you comfortably talk more. So if something like, you know, not nice that you didn't want to talk about, or something came up, or whatever, it was there. It was a bit of a ramble. I just wanted to do a flip through of this deck because this is my first deck. I will be doing a collection video, I think. So we got collection video, Oracle Collection 2018, Tarot Collection 2018. Yep, that's going to be coming up, I think. I will definitely do that. I'm going to leave it there, and I'll do the general reading, the horoscopes, and everything else I need to do. I will leave it there, and I will see you all next time.